All right. Can everyone hear me? See me? Hi, everyone. Great to have you. I see a bunch of you jumped on already. I really appreciate that. Hello, Patricia. You raised your hand, Patricia. Is there anything, any comments you want to share? You're welcome to. I hope you're finding the chat box okay. Hello, Adriana is here. I'm just reading off some names, but you're welcome to find the chat and type into everyone in the toggle if you can find it. And Deborah, so excited to have you here as well. Carmela, good afternoon from Spring, Texas. Phyllis from New Hampshire. It's sunny over there. Yeah, it's pretty sunny here, somewhat. I'm in California. Nice to see you, Carmela and Harriet. Loud and clear, thank you. Hey, Tina, nice to see you as well. Sheila, great to see you again. Deidre, good morning. Siri, how you doing? I think you're in Europe, but are you in UK? Nice to see you. Hey, Jennifer, you're not late. You're just in time. Loving your book, by the way, your creative writing book. Love it. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Alistair from England. Good to see you. You're in London. Yes. Okay. I got two England and UK. I don't know, Alistair. I don't think you're in London. I don't know where you are. Hello, Hiroko. Good morning. Well, it's morning for me. But we're just 2 minutes in and you guys are piling in and I really appreciate you being here. And I see a lot of familiar names and that's because a lot of you love this work. I'm going to attempt a crazy thing also, which is my first live or second live on TikTok. So I'm just posting it on TikTok too, just to play around, right? Why not? And Angela, great to see you. Happy to have you here. Judy's in Canada. Hi, your son's in UK as well. Hello, Kelly. Good to have you. And north of London. Hello from Oz. You're down under, Adriana. And is it Raul? Good to have you from Qatar. Amazing. I love this reach. I love our worldly community. Hi, Vivian. You're in Los Angeles. First time here. What is my TikTok page? It's my name, Galit Rubin. So for those of you who haven't met me yet, my name is Galit Rubin. It's nice to meet you, but we're really here to talk about you and share some great information for what you came here for. And so I just want to make sure before we start that all of you are finding the chat okay, and that I really appreciate your participation. And thank you. And there is a little toggle. It says host and panelists. That's just to me. Or you can change it to everyone, and then you're a part of the community. Hey, Joanne, I'd love to see some of these familiar names here who have come on to my other sessions and previous webinars. Some of them, you are my clients, and some of you are curious. So just now that you know the lay of the land, the chat, nice to see you. I'd like to welcome you, and I want to honor you for showing up here because your time is valuable. I know you could be anywhere, and I really appreciate that you showed up to be here and showed up for yourself to get the most out of this. Hey, Sarah and Judy and Christina from snowy Michigan today. You don't see anyone on the screen. That's good because you should only see me. This is in webinar form. And I appreciate your comment because it reminds me to tell you that I can't see you, but you can see me. And that way it prevents any shyness. It just gives you the opportunity to just show up as you are and just get what you need from me without distraction. So I hope that's okay. So you can participate in the comment. And hey, again, this is my first live TikTok, and this is a chakra balancing webinar. We're going to get a lot out of this. So stick around if you like what you hear. Great. And what I really want to talk about is I want to find out how many of you just feel maybe show of hands or comments. How many of you are here because you feel some sort of imbalance, whether it's in your body, whether it's outside your body, maybe in the world around you, because it's a little out of whack and you want some balance. Yeah, you guys are feeling stuck energy. You love these sessions. It raises my frequency. I'm glad. And I want to know also maybe how many of you are here to relieve stress? If you're here to relieve stress, anyone here that just wants to let go of some stress? Or how many of you are here because you want to heal something? Yes and yes, Judy. Yes, myself and the world. Just, yeah, just uck. That could either be suck or stuck. Let go of stuck energy, right? Or maybe you want to overcome an ailment or physical condition. Whatever you're here for, whatever reason, you're just here to get higher frequencies. I love it. And that's what you're going to get. So this webinar is for you if you said yes to any of these reasons. And what, you know, whether you want to release stress, whether you want to balance your body, whether you want to let go of blocks that were created by events, by fear, by trauma, things that happened in your childhood even long ago, whether you remember it or not, they're held in your body. Energy, because you're an energy field. You have an energy field. You are energy, and emotions are energy. And you know, it negatively impacts your body. It impacts your life in so many ways. So what I'd like to do is cover a little bit about why it's so important to balance and harmonize your systems, your emotions. And the obvious reasons is that, hey, it's good for you to do that. And we don't spend much time. I don't want to get into like how every chakra works. And this is really a chakra lesson. It's a chakra clearing and balancing that we're going to do. And I'll take you on that today. So we'll just cover very basic things and reasons of why we're doing what we're doing, because there's so many important things that you should know to help you shift. And if you're catching me on TikTok, I'm doing a Zoom. It's nice to meet you. And just go along with it if you like what you hear. Now, I want to first talk about optimizing your body and what we'll cover and what to expect, okay? We'll talk a little bit about why it's important to restore balance in your system. Then number 2 is I'll take you on that easy meditation where I'll tap into every chakra in your body. Whether you're watching this live or in replay too, it works because there's no space and time. It's just a figment for our understanding here on Earth, but it doesn't matter where you are because, and when you are, it doesn't matter. And then we'll connect through your energy field, through the superconscious field of the morphogenic field, because since we're energy, we're all connected, and you don't need to know, or I don't need to know, whose chakra is having what block and when it happened. Whatever shows up for me to treat, I'll treat it. And you'll also be receiving that in replay. If you haven't seen these coils before, these are my chi coils that I will use, okay, in addition to frequency and intuition, tapping intuitively into the field. So what these are, they're copper, gold covered, they're very strong, and I'll even maybe demonstrate a little bit with them so you can see what they do more or less. When they have a whole console here, and just a quick explanation is that they emit energy, and this energy moves this little magnet. I don't know if you guys can see this magnet is moving because they're emitting energy. And you don't have, it doesn't matter where you are to receive the energy, you receive it. If you just choose it, you'll receive it. Fun, right? And they're very powerful. When I do recodes with people, they just say that they're more effective. They feel it goes deeper. And a lot of you are here because you guys love, it's effective in the replay too. But it's awesome if you're here live because I tap into you as you're in my field, okay? And lastly, we'll do the meditation. Lastly, after that, if you like what you experienced here and you want to stay longer and learn how you can work with me and what I offer, because I have a great offer for you today, and to show you how I can release your blocks. And that's up to you. This is free. You're welcome to go off on your merry way. But if you're curious and learning more of how you can work with me, I have a full program. I do one-on-ones. I do groups. How many people are here who have received group or one-on-one sessions from me and just love it and continue to come back? Just show of hands or any comments in the me. Yes, Meg, love to see you. And Meg has gotten one-on-one and mostly doing the program and already feeling shifts. Look at this. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Some of you are just commenting, and Abby, you're just commenting to me, so just toggle that to everyone. I appreciate it. And yeah, and I appreciate show of hands or how it helped you to share in the sessions, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, I didn't put you up to this, did I? No. All right. So, and I appreciate your shares, but if you want, it's there for you if you want to stay longer. Now, to get the most out of this, I think if you think optimal health and think about a healthy, balanced chakra system, could potentially not just release health-related issues. Thank you, Alma. Not just related issues, but also money blocks, and help in your career, help in your relationships, help in a fulfilling life, help in every area of your life. So I recommend you put away your phones and your distractions, and so you can get the most out of it. So for whatever reason, something led you here to be here, and whatever it is that you're looking for or wanting to bring into your life, whatever you're ready to bring or need to let go of, really choose to get the most out of today by being present with yourself and play full out. When you're playing full out, you get more out of this. And whether you know how powerful this is already, like some of you have commented, or you're just curious for the first time, this will shift all of you. So let's just introduce myself. If you haven't met me yet, my name is Galit Rubin. I live in Ojai, California, where there's literally a healer on every corner in my town. It's like a very spiritual town, but this work is different. I'm a consciousness coach. I work through all levels of consciousness, through your higher mind, to release blocks to something you'd like to manifest. And I guide you on the steps to get there. That's essentially what I do. And that's why, although there are healers, coaches, and self-help modalities everywhere, and I've done them all, believe me, nothing compares to working through the superconscious and aligning your conscious and unconscious together. Your superconscious is your higher self, your higher mind, and they work together towards the same goals. Because yeah, I love Ojai, I love living here, but the key is that all of your minds align, because we have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind, and right now they're running different programs. We think that we choose something and focus on it and it'll come true and we'll manifest it, but actually we don't realize that so much is unseen in our unconscious, and it's running a completely different program, stopping you from whatever it is you want to have, health, money, relationships, whatever it is. It's running a different program, and it's the stronger mind. And I'll explain a little bit about that. But before this, I ran a successful nonprofit for 17 years, and I felt like a hero, honestly, but a very unhappy hero, where my do-gooders? Are there do-gooders here that just give yourself to the world and still not feel fulfilled? Like an aspect of you looks good, but I rescued dogs. I ran a nonprofit dog rescue, and I saved 7,000 dogs from kill shelters from all around the world, from Taiwan, from the meat trade in Korea. And although it was fulfilling, I didn't feel worthy unless I woke up every morning and worked myself to death and then go to bed only to wake up and do it all over again. And I got really burnt out, and I didn't know how to get out of that. And I knew that there was another way to live. And I saw people that looked like they had a stress-free life and time freedom and happiness. And I even looked the part myself on the outside, but I was even written up in Live Happy magazine about how to create fulfilling life by going for what you love. But on the inside, it was nothing like that. It was like a big stress ball. And it felt like the weight of the world was on my shoulders. And this work changed my life. The work I share with you today changed me so profoundly that I stepped down as the director of my own nonprofit and help others go from how I used to feel to how I feel now, which I created this full program. I take people through feeling like there's no hope in sight to connecting with their higher superconscious self to live a stress-free life that they love. And this isn't my work. I wish it was, but it's everyone's work. Like I was told from my mentor that it's everyone's, because we all have access to our higher self. It's not just for certain people. Everyone has access to it. We just haven't learned to use it or incorporate it in our lives the right way. And it was taught to me by Christopher Duncan. I had many mentors, but Chris really took me to the level I needed to go and beyond. So he runs a $20 million a year company out of Australia, where I still facilitate sessions for his clients. But he encouraged me to go out into the world and share this. And over the years, I have incorporated more, and I got more into the frequencies, and I incorporate them in the meditations, and I help you reawaken to your highest purpose, because it's time, right? Love this whole message, Sarah. Thank you. Thanks. Who is this resonating with? I would love some comments. Is anyone feeling that you're resonating, you want to experience frequencies, you're ready to take your life to the next level, you're more than just a conscious and unconscious mind, you're ready to awaken? Maybe you don't know how to incorporate it into your life. Maybe you are, maybe you're, because I work with psychics as well, and psychics, they live up here and they don't know how to be grounded. They're like floating in air, and they don't know how to incorporate and how to be human and how to navigate life. Yeah, Jennifer, yes, I can feel it, but not sure which direction to go in. Yeah. So this works for everyone. If you have a conscious and a subconscious mind, you have a superconscious mind. If you're human, you are all of these things. And so this is what we do. We get, we feel the shifts, and we get caught up in the world of worry and stress, which actually further exacerbates, is that the word? Exacerbates our health imbalances. And I see all sorts of miracles through this work, like autoimmune disorders, people who've been on anxiety meds. Actually, if I could just share, oh yeah, hold on. I have to, hold on. Share screen. I have to share this with you real quick. Disclaimer. This presentation is for general information only and not intended to treat, cure any medical condition or ailment, nor it is intended for as medical advice. Okay, now we said that. I just want to share some amazing testimonials, like Megan. I don't know if you're here today, Megan, but she struggled with depression and anxiety her whole life. And after this course, she feels better than she has in years without medication. And here is someone who says has improved her vision. I know I have improved my vision. We actually have someone who graduated with me who was blind for 20 years. I kid you not, who can fully see now. He's a friend of mine. His name is Dean. Some of you know him. And here's someone who we worked together. She was bedridden with severe back pain struggle, and she thought it would be her reality for the rest of her life. And boy, she's living a pain-free life that she loves now. She's just almost moving into her dream home where everything was built custom. Here's someone who was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder. I'm just giving you some examples of the wonderful way this can change your health. Here's another beautiful, just quick message I got from someone, just because she was talking about her chakras. She says, I was able to create space in my physical body, in my vessel to receive. I literally had no space and preventing anything from coming in, money, joy, relationships, all of it. After the session, her breathing has changed from shallow breathing to diaphragm belly breathing, and opportunity and will to breathe life in. I just thought that was so beautiful. You helped me clear blockages and stagnation in my higher chakras body. So that is the power of this work. I think it's really just some of the things that you can experience through this work. And I don't know if you've felt shifts like that, but it's incredible. Thanks for your comments. I'm just catching up. Considering your work is way more potent than any medical advice. Thank you, Hiroko. Thanks for your comments. And so through this work, again, all sorts of miracles. I know my eyesight improved. I went to take my driver's test. I had to redo the eye thing. And last time I barely passed. This time I did with flying colors. I thought I wouldn't, and I did. And when I also started this work, I had adrenal fatigue and thyroid problems beginning. So that's gone. And so I'm originally from Israel. Any immigrants here? My mother and father immigrated. My mother's family is from Eastern Europe, but my father is from India. So I grew up around Ayurvedic medicine, and my father, he went to healers, and our family doctor was actually Ayurvedic. And we went to holistic doctors, and I inherited his books like The Power of the Subconscious Mind and The Law of Attraction and all this stuff. He was really into that. But when I was 12, he sat me down and told me that the chair I was sitting in was not solid and that everything is energy and vibration. So I learned that at a very young age. And, I know it's now common knowledge, but we still separate that concept in Western world. Even our doctors, they don't really, they pretend it doesn't even exist. But even though my dad was super into the metaphysical world, he had uncontrollable rage and anger. And it would come out of nowhere and just scare me to death. And, he abused the people that he loved. And he died alone. He died alone, hooked up to a dialysis machine with diabetes and full-blown dementia. So my point is that even if you practice spirituality, it doesn't mean you get to live a happy, healthy life. Even if you eat healthy, exercise, meditate, you do all the right things, and it doesn't mean you don't get riddled with stress. I mean, it helps. Of course it helps. But you still have, how many of you are doing that and still have fear, worry, anxiety, and still not feeling the way you want to feel? So what I did is I discovered this amazing word called psychoneuroimmunology. It's about how suppressed and repressed emotions could be a huge contribution to ill health and everything else in life, really. Now, I'll give you an example. Think about something that you're stressed out about. What are you worried about? What do you not want to happen in your life? Let me know. Are there anything that you're worried about actively, like don't want to happen? Money stuff, yeah, a lot of stuff. Money is coded up in the same area of our brain than our family and finances. So I see a lot of money, maybe health or money. So I want you to just procrastination to what, Adeline? Thank you. Being alone. And I just want you to, what you're worried about, I want you to try and resist it. Push down those feelings, those worries, those thoughts. Really play full out. The more you play full out, the more you get out of this. So go ahead, just try and resist those worries, just try to avoid it happening. Try to avoid thinking about it and really, really go there and just avoid it. Okay. And I want to ask you, did it go away? Did that resisting not happening make it go away? No, it gets louder, Meg. Thank you. Nope, it hurts my stomach. No, right? Right? So when we focus on avoiding from something coming true, we actually grow it. And because that's energy, right? What you resist persists. You give it more energy. Your thoughts and feelings are energy. So you just had a conscious experience of knowing an emotion you don't like and, worry. You're aware of it. Now, what about emotions you are suppressing that you're not aware of, that are running a program unconsciously? They're still there, running in the background. And if they're not released, they fester. And we learn to suppress emotions. Yeah, we're giving away our power unconsciously. You know it, Sheila. Absolutely. And we learn to suppress emotions early on. And think about it. Who here remembers being told as a young child to stop crying because you're selfish, or you'll embarrass yourself, or you'll embarrass the family, or you can't show your anger, right? Just think about what emotions you weren't allowed. You weren't allowed to express yourself. You weren't allowed to have any negative emotions. That's not nice. You're selfish. You're guilty. You're, shame on you, right? Does anybody recall any of these emotions? And we're given as humans an array of emotions, and they're all useful to us. Any emotions that you guys can think of? I know I wasn't allowed to cry in public. I wasn't allowed to express my feelings if they weren't thankful only. I did it to myself because I don't remember people suppressing them. That's really interesting, Christina. Thanks for that comment. We don't really, when our unconscious is being developed, it's pre-verbal. We take cues from our family. We want to be like them, so they'll take care of us. We want to belong to our tribe. It's just our instinct. And we just develop it on our own because it's from a mindset of a child. Great comments. Couldn't express my feelings. Not telling anyone about illness in my family. Yeah. And so I noticed our parents were very private and they don't share things. So I don't share things either, or being vulnerable. It's pre-verbal. Whatever is going on with your families, you take on. So we learn from our family what's good, bad. We get these molded into who we are. And that's how we go through life, our basic principles embedded in our unconscious of what's good and bad. And we say expressing certain emotions are good and some are bad, and that's just our belief system. But what if Mama Bear suppressed, learned at an early age that she should suppress her anger or rage? Would her cubs be safe? Right? You can see that there's a use for emotions, right? They were considered emotions, but being able to express yourself and being heard, nowadays it's probably encouraged, but not in my generation and previous generations. We weren't allowed to express ourselves in our family. So again, emotions are anger, and if anger can't come out, it finds its way somewhere in your system. The same with shame, guilt, rage, whatever it is. And and I never expressed emotion, says Adriana. And somewhere along the way, we believe that we can't, or we're not allowed to. And I want to show you a little bit on the board what goes on. So can everybody see this board here? So it's like, this is it's not a shark fin. It's just the tip of the iceberg, and we'll call it the self-conscious, okay? And then our unconscious is the part of the iceberg we can't see. We don't know what's there, but it's embedded, and the bigger brain is there. This is our unconscious, okay? And this is our self-conscious. This is formed from 0 to 4 years old, and this starts around 7 years old. And not only are, it's embedded in our DNA, in our family systems, even past lives, we take on all this stuff, and we hold all these emotions that are suppressed down here. We don't even know that they're there, and then we just show up with just a very basic emotions that we are allowed to show. Yeah. So how's that resonating? Does that make sense? Yes, they are inherited too from ancestors. It's been measured actually up to 7-8 generations deep. So thanks for that. Very true. And how many of you have found yourself driving and you're listening to your favorite song and suddenly you get cut off, and then you get taken over with rage and you do some things that you normally wouldn't do, and like the car next to you looks at you and you're like embarrassed because like, oh my God, who was that? And that's called a takeover. That's when, because we're not allowed to have these emotions, and they're just like, we don't have emotional intelligence because there's all these emotions hiding here, that we have like this takeover where we get triggered into a response, and a trigger of rage comes up to the surface and into our active experience. Who's been there, right? Who's been there? Thanks, Carmela. Yeah, keeping it fresh in your mind. And, if someone cuts you off, hey, we've all done it. For the most part, someone's not trying to kill you. They just made a mistake. And if you're alert, everything's okay. But these emotions, they're all jumbled up. So if real danger exists, a lot of us, we go into freeze instead of fight or flight, because our jumbled system, it isn't operating as it should, because there's so much confusion that we get these takeovers and triggers. Somebody says something that reminds us of our childhood, and we get triggered because we haven't unpacked these emotions and seen like, well, why am I feeling like this? What does it mean? And we haven't even been allowed to look at them. So this is what you'll experience today. And that's why my program is so important. Combining energy body with your physical body is a huge step in the right direction. So I delve really deep into this in my coaching. But today, if everyone, I just want to make sure everyone understands what's going on with our emotions. And I don't know if anyone remembers last time they went to the doctor, if they were asked if you had a happy childhood or not, right? Do they treat any of your chakras? But because that's our base, our chakra system is, everything is connected, right? Everything is connected. Everything is energy. We're a bunch of empty space. And the biggest problem with modern medicine is not just that their treatments are made with poisonous chemicals, but they only treat symptoms, not the root of your emotions that are out of balance and which cause other imbalances. And but also they're so fractured, where there's a specialist for everything. There's an oncologist, a cardiologist, a proctologist, a urologist. My father had a renal doctor. There's one for every part of your body, and it's great that a doctor knows a specific area. But when something in your body isn't working, it's not separate to the rest of your body. There's something else going on. But modern medicine is aware. So I talked about psychoneuroimmunology. I just want to show you. It's called PNI for short. It's super important that you know this term. You can research it yourself. Okay, psychoneuroimmunology. And it's referred to PNI or PNEI. It's basically how the interaction between the nervous and immune system and the relationship between mental processes and health. Okay, how your emotions impact your health. This has been studied since the 80s. So they know, but doctors just they ignore it. How stress can make you sick. This is from WebMD. It causes all sorts of problems with your immune system. And here are some of the things: asthma, heart disease, Oh, asthma's on here twice again. Type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, allergies, psoriasis, coronary artery disease, and the C word. I can't believe it, you know, and I can't even say it because I don't know, it creates some trigger, but illness, serious illness, including autoimmune disorders. It's huge. And so I just want to make sure that you understand how serious it is. It's been studied and proven. The long and the short is that you try to express emotions at a time, but your unconscious aspects, that primitive part of you that it's just created to keep you safe, and it doesn't care if you're happy or sad, right? It just learns what's safe from 0 to 4, and then it just seeks to repeat it in patterns your entire life. It doesn't care anything about quality of life. Your conscious mind wants quality of life. When you want to go for something, you want more health, you want it with your conscious mind. But your unconscious says, well, you know, I struggled with health all my life. My family was ill. I have this condition, you know, that's my identity. Yeah, I guess when my gut isn't doing so great, neither is my brain. So connected. P&I. Thanks, Christina. Yeah. All right. Now, so until your 3 minds align, you have your superconscious mind right here. All right, superconscious. You are also superconscious. Super. Let's spell correctly, legally. Super, okay, conscious. Now, my program is called I Am Superconscious, so you are also superconscious. This is your higher self. It's been with you throughout all your lifetimes, before you were born, in this lifetime, and after death, through all your lifetimes. And it's always with you. And when you align with it and connect with it, it's a fast way to just tap in through. We're all connected, because since we're all energy, we're all source energy, we're all connected to source. And we have our own energy field around us, but humanity is all connected through this energy field. I tap in with your permission, you choose to accept it, through the energy field, and then I speak to your higher self with your permission, and I speak to the collective here, and then we tap in and we take the shortcut, and we just look at what's in your highest good to just align and restore everything, and what emotions that we want to balance. And we'll do every chakra in order with the frequencies, and I'll tap into what's stuck here and needs to not forget, but to you know, have emotional balance, right? And that's the shortcut, right? That's the shortcut. So imagine if we could just release those stuck emotions, and that's what I do in the sessions, and we'll do that today. We'll get ready to do that. We'll go over every emotion that you might be harboring and how it relates to different areas of your body, and you will feel shift. Shift is guaranteed today. And all right, so I'm going to get ready, because what I do is I'll lower my desk. So sometimes, because it's a closed eye process, I close my eyes too a lot. And then I run the chakra program. And I do this in my group on a weekly basis. We do different topics. I do it twice a week. We do different topics, whether it's money, relationships, goals, if you are going for something, right? Some of you have made great movement towards your goals, right? Through this work. So it's the fastest way to your goals. It's the fastest way to a life you love. It really is. And I appreciate for those of you who love this work, who continue returning, because you know it works, right? Leave the energy, retain the wisdom. Thanks, Christina. That's a good question. Christina's asking, do you leave the energy? You don't, you leave the trigger and the negative connotation it might have. It served you at the time, but you don't need it anymore. You are awakening now. You don't need, because these were formed from a childlike perspective, and you're still running a 4-year-old program. You don't need it anymore, so you can integrate those emotions into the adult you, so you can go for what you love. It's so valuable work. Thank you, Sheila. Yes. And I used to be super, super stressed and overwhelmed all the time. And I had this type A personality, and I don't even remember that version of me anymore. I stopped getting triggered and I started being happy. It took me like a couple months. And I remember just like really being surprised by myself with some of the words that were coming out of my mouth, where somebody would say something where in the past would trigger me or would make me feel bad or ashamed or whatever, to suddenly like being able to just hold composure and have conversation with whoever I'm having a conversation with, where in the past they would have triggered me. And it's just changed everything. It changes relationships, especially family, where family triggers us, and we still like go through life trying to please our family, even our dead parents. We go for something we'd love to have, but we have this voice of like what mom and dad like needing their approval, because that's our instinct. Our instinct is to belong to our family for our survival. And we are sentient beings. We're here, we have a right to live a life we love as sentient beings, pure creative spirit in a human body. That's who we are. Now, who's ready to just start the process and just feel the shifts? I will connect to all your chakras. And who here, I assume everybody kind of understands the chakra system. I'm going to share just a quick photo. I know most of you do because you're into energy work and you were drawn here, but I'm going to share just a quick, and I'm sorry if you're on TikTok and you can't see it. I love you. It's my first TikTok live, because apparently I was told I can run lives, but this is a Zoom overall. But you guys know what a chakra system looks like. But just a quick, this is not my image. This was an image I grabbed from a presentation by Meredith Sands Keaton. She actually is from Ojai, and she's an amazing energy intuitive who understands sacred geometry, and she sees things in geometry. And so these are our chakras, and they each serve a different purpose. But she explained this, it was from one of her presentations I grabbed. And she explained how they have like this geometry that explain the points of pressure points and acupressure points, and all that. So that's really exciting. I don't know if any of you know Meredith Sands Keaton. She also has a class through Resonant Science Foundation. I recommend you look, with Nassim Haramein. I don't know if I was a member there and really like the content. So as I lower my desk and everything's lowering with me, make sure you guys come with me. We're going to go ahead and get the process ready. What is required from you? You give me permission to access my superconscious. Jennifer, if you're in Ojai, I think you are, go Sane Living. She's doing something, I think, next week. All right, so you just give me permission to access your superconscious. That's what you do. You basically in your mind say, I give Galit permission to access my superconscious. It's that easy, because you, as a sentient being, are in charge of your energy field, and you could just choose to receive what you want to receive. For those who is very sensitive to energy and feel like an empath, you have control of your energy system, and you could just choose to let it in or close it off. But everything being treated here today is for your highest good, and you just choose to receive for your highest good. And also you choose to receive my frequencies that I'm going to share. There's a yin and a yang coil. If you want to know more, I have a 10% discount for you as well. If you're interested in these, there's personal ones that you can have. You could just plug them into your phone. Really cool. All right, let us begin. The most important thing I'm supposed to do is actually explain something to you about your about receiving this information. Now, this is not necessarily for you. It's actually for your unconscious mind. It's a river of desire where you choose a healthy, balanced system, healthy, balanced chakra systems. Okay, that's what you're choosing. And you are at the top of the river, and the end result that we're choosing is at the bottom of the river. These boulders are some blocks. They represent blocks. In this session, we're going to dissolve the blocks. And the reason I'm telling you this, whether you see an image or not, your unconscious, because it was formed, it was pre-verbal, it understands metaphors. So that's why that was important to share. I want you to just think about the energy, your stress body, your emotional body, your physical body. If you felt really, really aligned and really, really good, what would you rate your resistance level? Like on a scale of 0 to 10, let's say 0, everything is flowing, I feel perfectly balanced, or 10, I feel stressed, blocked, overwhelmed, just imbalanced, would be a 10. And yes, I'd love for you to just think of that number. It's your measurement, whatever comes to you first. Just consider that number where your starting point is. Hey, Ian, I'm so glad to see a bunch of your familiar names. Sheila, I know you do this work a lot. Look at you at number 1. And here's a great example. Sheila, I see you in so many different sessions, and I love you. And you're at a 1 because you do this work. And you're like, I'm pretty balanced. I mean, I'm 1 step close to 0 and having no blocks whatsoever. I feel you, girl. Good for you. All right, so let's get started. Now, this is basically my chakra program that connects with every single chakra. The whole thing is 35 minutes. Normally, when I do this in the group, it's 20 minutes or less. My meditations are also 20 minutes or less. However, this is a chakra program, and it gives pretty much, there are 7 chakras, and there's 5 minutes to each chakra. While we run the program, I will tap into each chakra energetically and give commands, talking to your superconscious like a person. I'll tell superconscious this, superconscious that. It's your superconscious in the collective I'm speaking to. So go ahead. You've chosen. Close your eyes, whether you're here or in replay. Let's start. I'm going to begin. You may hear it faintly. You don't have to. You don't have to hear anything. But there is a frequency beginning in these coils. This is the yin coil. So I put a little pink on it, so I'll know. And so it's running. Just choose to receive it. And right now we're starting with the root chakra. So closing your eyes, giving me permission, accepting this chakra meditation, superconscious meditation, choosing to get the most out of this. You're choosing to feel aligned and restored. Okay, wherever you are, you can just close your eyes and give me permission to start accepting these frequencies. All right. And so superconscious, do you see everyone here and in replay? Everyone is accepting this session for the highest good, for balanced, restored, harmonized body systems, including chakras, emotions, energy systems, and just a balanced, restored life. Just for your highest good. Just choosing that. Superconscious, do you see everyone's choice? Ensuring all aspects of join the treatment, all aspects here, understanding treatment is for more satisfaction in life, more fulfillment, and less pain. And all aspects are here. Please create a treatment plan in the perfect order and way. I want you to do a massive change history and everything that's needed. Thank you. And superconscious is already starting to clear, balance, restore, harmonize your body. There's nothing to do or take any, just close your eyes and listen passively. You might feel energy, you might not. You might feel different areas of your body. There's no right or wrong to experience this. It's gentle and easy. Just let it flow. I feel a lot of energy on my end. Good. All right, super conscious. I want to treat any resistance, any imbalance in the root chakra. Please scan the root chakra and treat it in the perfect way and order for balance, restored, harmonized. Root chakra, front and back, treating as needed. Thank you. Just scan that chakra, clear it, align it, restore it, brighten it, spin it, whatever is needed to balance it. Thank you. Superconscious, what emotions or resistances associated with this chakra? I want to treat the emotion of shame, please. Thank you. Please treat that as needed. Just keeping your eyes closed and receive the treatment. Good. Superconscious, treat. I am worthy enough. I am safe enough. Treat any resistance. Do a massive change history as needed. Thank you. Treat any resistance to trust and self-trust. Good. You guys are doing great. I want to treat beliefs regarding others. Superconscious, treat beliefs, belief systems. And again, this is regarding trust. Is there any original event that created this resistance to this, to having a balanced, restored system, especially the root? Treat as needed. Treat any belief I am unsafe in the world. Treat fear that we're still harboring as a child regarding safety. Thank you. Treat that inner child. Treat the protector controller. Treat the wounded and the victim identities, please. Please treat broken agreements and suffering contracts. There's some suffering contracts in the family systems. I see someone has a suffering contract with dad. Superconscious, treat that, please. Treat perceptions of others, comparing self to others. Treat roles in relationships. And just apply the light color red that's aligned with this chakra as needed. Thank you. And moving on to the next chakra, superconscious, is there anything left with the root? Treat what's left with the root. Do a massive change history as needed. Change history as needed. Retreating. There's some more energy in the field with the root chakra. Superconscious, continue treating as needed. Anything to do with the root chakra. Thank you. Good. All right, so aligning, restoring, balancing the root chakra. Is it done? Done. Good. You guys are doing great. All right, so now we're dealing with sacral chakra number 2. Superconscious. Let's restore, align, balance this chakra systems, all meridians, all body systems associated. Do a massive change history as needed. I want to treat body inhibition or fear of just that inhibited emotions. Treat that, please. Anything in terms of inhibited sexuality or shame, treat that emotion, please. It's big. You guys are doing great. Just continue receiving the meditation. Treat any creative insecurity as needed. And treat indecisiveness. Treat the kidneys and bladder area as needed. Thank you. Just restore balance and harmonize as needed. Treat the inner child as it relates to the sacral chakra. Thank you. Treat any events in our developmental sexuality stages. Do a massive change history. Treat any events, tagging and treating in the perfect way and order. Thank you. Treat DNA as needed. And treat relationships. Disconnect cords as needed. If needed, disconnect the cord to Father for the highest good. And to Mother for the highest good. Yeah. We're going to just treat any resistance to self-trust. Thank you. Done with this one. You're doing great. Superconscious, please align, restore balance, harmonize front and back, the sacral chakra as needed. Apply the correct frequency and color. Orange, as needed. Check spin. Check meridians. Repeat meridian CV4, please. Thank you. Moving on. I want to reconnect superconscious if there's any more resistance here. Continue treating as needed. Moving on to the next chakra, which will be a solar plexus next. Superconscious, we are still treating for healthy, vital body, balanced, aligned, emotional body, physical body, astral body, energy body, creating a treatment plan. Moving on to the solar plexus, superconscious, treat all resistances to fully aligning, restoring, balancing, do a massive change history and everything that's needed here. Breathing that in. Right. This is your inner power, your wisdom. Superconscious, treat fear of my own power. Thank you. And treat any fear of outshining others. Treat fear of outshining the masculine. Treat fear of rejection. Treat fear of failure. Thank you. Also treat fear of success. Success is a fear. I'm going to treat future emotions, please. And I'm not smart enough, not capable enough, not supported enough, not safe enough, not worthy enough. I'm not enough. Treat and do a massive change history and flip it. I am fully enough. I'm fully worthy. I'm fully lovable. I am enough. Treat any resistance to knowing that you are a pure creative spirit. You are enough. And there's nothing that you could do to be more or less enough. Treat I don't belong enough. And replace it with I fully belong. I'm fully supported. Continue treating future emotions. Treat trigger or trauma events. And again, keep treating fear of being seen. There's also a fear of not being needed. I'm treating roles in relationships again. Roles of how you're showing up for yourself or being seen as showing up for yourself. Treat fear of judgment. Yes, great. Super conscious, let's realign that solar plexus chakra. Just see it fully restored. If there's any more blocks or resistances, events, emotions, anything there. No, you guys are doing amazing. Fully balanced, restored chakras. So let's connect the root chakra, fully restored and balanced, the sacral chakras, fully restored and balanced, and now the solar plexus, fully restored and balanced. Superconscious, please align and restore as needed. Moving on to our heart. Superconscious, treat, balance, restore, harmonize this chakra system and all related systems, heart center, heart chakra, lungs, all this entire area and all the connections. Do a massive change history and everything that's needed. Thank you. Doing good. And again, some of you might feel it more than others. There's no right or wrong of how you receive this. I want to treat broken heart and treat the heart wall as needed. And just scan the heart chakra, its whole heart center, the heart organ. Just scan and treat all imbalances, all impurities, all blocks as needed. I want to treat the emotion of helplessness, please. Good. Let's treat repressed emotions. Treat roles in relationships. Treat more broken agreements, karmic debts, societal agreements or debts, and suffering contracts. Just treat any agreements that are not aligned. Thank you. Some of you are already feeling it in the throat. We'll get there. I want to integrate all part personalities that are not aligned or not, that are fragmented, and just align them, just show them that they're all here for the same end result. A whole personality works best. A mono personality, just integrate all part personalities that are not aligned with each other. Treat as needed. Treat the inner child. And just allow the giving and receiving love to flow freely in and out. And treat forgiveness. Treat the emotion of betrayal as well. Treat grief as needed. Treat a belief that I am unloved or I am unlovable. Do a massive change history as needed. Treat I am misunderstood. I'd like to invite any parts or aspects that have just awakened that have not joined the treatment. Please show all aspects that treating is for the highest good. And if they're willing to join, are they joining? Have they joined? Once they've joined, all parts are with us. Please repeat the entire process. Do a massive change history as needed, so that these new parts can also receive the treatment. Thank you. Treat all stress and overwhelm. Treat worry. Applying the color green. Moving on to the throat. Superconscious. I want to treat all resistances to aligning, restoring this chakra, fully balanced, the throat chakra. Do a massive change history and everything that's needed, front and back, all aligned. Applying the correct frequency and color as needed, light blue, elements, whatever is needed. Treat the part personality that is unheard, unreceived, effort unreceived. Treat also the emotion of envy or jealousy as needed. And treat the fear of being heard. Treat any emotion of feeling unsafe being heard. Treat I'm insignificant and do a massive change history and replace it I am significant. Treat the inner child. And just upgrade the inner child that was not allowed to be seen or heard. That is now no longer applicable. It is now safe to be seen and heard. So we're going to just please apply to the inner child so that the inner child understands and receives this information and choose to support a new way of being. Thank you. Treat family history, please. Treat DNA. Treat fear of being persecuted. And realign because I feel that in my solar plexus. So realign the root and the sacral and the solar plexus once more together, and clear anything that showed up there, and then attach and connect fully with the heart as needed, fully restored and balance all these systems we have already touched on. And also the throat, just clearing, aligning, restoring any blocks, balancing. Thank you. Good. Doing great. That's better. Super good. Just keep treating the throat chakra, clearing any blocks, clearing any, there's like a mute identity. Super good. Just treat that, please. Yeah, treat just fear of being heard, and treat any emotion that feels unsafe. Treat meridians, please, that are in this area that are blocked. It's LI 15 and TW 14. Just this whole area, please treat that as needed. Good. So you guys are, you must be feeling that because I'm feeling that very strongly. Bring the pain, treat the pain body. Treat any blocks in the lower back. Just move energy around, lower back, all the way up the torso, and just treat any resistances and blocks. Moving on to the third eye, superconscious, treat any blocks, resistances, fully aligning our third eye with the rest of the chakras and all that's needed for the highest good. Thank you. Treat any resistances to seeing the truth and receiving the truth. There's a fear of finding out the truth. There's a fear of knowing. There's a fear of, it's a fear of being knocked out of alignment. Superconscious, treat as needed. Thank you. Treat the people pleaser. And family history across all timelines. Treat the preconditions we've placed. We're going to just treat all preconditions. Preconditions on the world. And on our preconditions on our immediate world, like our environment. Treat any needing to control the outcome. Treat the inner critic, the overthinker. It's big. There's an element of our personality that is stubborn. Can you treat that as well, please? Thank you. There's a fear of moving forward, fear of taking the aligned action. Treat that, please, as well. Superconscious, let's realign everything we treated so far. The root, sacrum, solar plexus, heart, throat. Continue treating whatever's in the throat there and just align it with the third eye as needed. Treat associated body systems, treat all emotions, balance and harmonize, treat triggers, events, and trauma as needed. Balance and harmonize masculine and feminine energies. Including body rhythms and all body systems. Perfectly harmonized, restored. We're ready, getting ready to do the last chakra. Just continuing to balance and restore your systems, continuing to treat. You guys are doing great. Integrating all systems of your body, releasing stress and stuck emotions, fully restoring emotional intelligence of the body. We are now aligning with the crown chakra. Superconscious, treat this crown chakra in the perfect way and order as needed. Thank you. Just allow all systems to flow, to harmonize, to be in balance. Releasing, restoring, aligning, buying what's needing, letting go what's no longer serving you. Choose to let it go. Choose to let go of the old stories, the traumas, the beliefs that no longer serve you. Choose to align with the future you identity that's fully aligned and restored, that's fully in balance, that's fully forward looking, forward choosing to step into your new identity that you are becoming, healthy, balanced, restored, aligning, shining, and stepping into your life's purpose, stepping into the awakening version of you, fully awakened, ready to lift up and lift others with you. Superconscious, treat all resistances, do a massive change history and everything that's needed. Treat the perfectionist identity. With pure creative spirit that you already are, just align and receive this aspect of you, your super consciousness, your higher self that is always with you. Just make room, make space in your body for it to be received and for you to always know it's there and just feel it in your heart. This is your inner guidance system. You're always connected. You are always aligned. Superconscious, integrate everything we treated here today across all memories and timelines. Continue treating any resistance, stuck emotions, repressed emotions, any trauma events, any parallel events, any agreements that are not aligned with our highest good. Treat and do a massive change history as needed. And treat the identity that is in scarcity. Treat the scarcity belief, mindset, whatever rules that we are adhering to, do a massive change history and just choose to let that go. Know that you are already abundant. Good. I'm getting a lot of good shifts still. You guys are doing amazing. So superconscious are all aspects balanced and restored now. What else needs to shift in your crown chakra? Continuing being to treat any blocks, any resistance. Treat events, please. Superconscious, do you see future events? Please treat as needed. Treat fear of the future. Again. I want to treat the emotion of dread for the future. Can you treat that, please? Superconscious, do you see anyone that's not receiving or have chosen to receive and have not received? Choose and do a massive change history for anyone who wants to receive that have not. Do a massive change history on everything we treated. Thank you. And let's ground and anchor the new identity back into the matrix of the universe, including all we treated here today across all memories and timelines. If there's any more resistance, just continue treating for as long as needed, continue receiving, continue integrating this new identity and bind it when done. And I ask everyone, whenever you're ready, you can just wiggle your toes and ears and nose and whatever you need, and just kind of come back into your body and let me know how you're feeling. With love, if you notice when you're choosing to be aligned and restored and balanced and harmonized in your body, how you're feeling differently. What is different in your number that you felt in the beginning versus now, after we did a little bit of some clearing with the frequencies, and they're fun. I hope you felt them. I hope they felt really good for you. That was a massive awesome, feeling light and flowing. I have no more fear of moving forward. Thank you so much. You're welcome. 6 to 1. Good. That was a massive feel. So much lighter and relaxed as well. I love that. Massive clearing, arms and legs were going mad, Adriana. 6 to 0. 8 to 4. Christina, that's pretty good. I think it's your first one. 8 to 1. Feeling lighter, Adeline. That's awesome. 4 to 1. Siri, good to see you. Ruth, 6 to 1. Not bad. Not bad shifts. Love it. Feel very languid, like after a deep massage. Oh, I'd like that. Thanks, Jennifer. Maybe down to 4 or 5. And it keeps going down, believe it or not. And Jean, hey, if you're feeling a little dizzy, happier, just no driving, huh? Hey, Ian, feeling amazing. You're welcome. That was very powerful and energy was flowing. I feel aligned. First time in a while. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Janet. Great to see you. Judy, 6 to 2 feels great. It was emotions that was keeping me in sorrow from 1, almost 0. Good, good. Cannot put a number on the less resistance. That's okay. That was beautiful and profound. Needed the last bit as I was disturbed twice. No worries. Feeling lighter. Thanks, Abby. And anyone here on my TikTok, how did that feel? I don't really know how to work. This is my first live, so I really Appreciate it. Drop me a line if you want. Follow me. I'd love to learn more about your experience. And if anyone, and I really appreciate you being here. So amazing. Casey, good to see you 7 to 3, feeling so relaxed, kept coming back, not even knowing I was somehow not hearing you anymore, and then kept coming back, my mouth wide open and energized every time. Amazing. You are amazing. Thank you. Hey, Harriet Maxwell. Nice to see you. And yet again, fell asleep. Part of it. Hey, but you woke up down to 1. Good. I could feel the energy and vibration was good. Thanks, Kelly. Good to see you. Okay. Tingling. So if you were just here to receive and you don't want to know anything more, you are welcome to move on. If you want to know more of how you can work with me and what I have to offer, I do have a great offer for you today. So no pressure. If you are called, you're here for a reason, you want to do this more, you want to reach your goals as fast as possible, I have an offer for you. I'm going to first put it in the chat box for those of you who have to leave. And what I'm offering is a one-on-one session with me for $99. It's a great deal, but you get a free month in my group. So I just put a link there. And if you're on TikTok and you want one, please comment. I'll try and find your comment, and I'll send you the link. 7-0, Angela. Great. Still floating. Love it. So I put that link. What you get is guaranteed shifts. You get a month in my program that work and replay. You can just go in and completely have massive shifts. Some of you have been in my program for like a month and already feel amazing shifts. Who would attest to that? We go over your true choices, what you would like to manifest in your life, how you want to feel, and we create a plan to get there, and you just show up. I do 2 live sessions per week. You don't have to show up live. I love it if you're live. I do 2 live sessions per week on there, and then you have access to my full online university, and I can show you, and also the chi coils. If you like to experience them and you want your own, I have a special affiliate link if you want 10% off. I'll also put that link in for you. You've been in Galit's program for a year and I'm a different woman. Yes, you are. You are amazing. You just launched a huge program to help women trade, grow their income. Amazing. And that was something that you just conjured up out of the blue and went for it and launched it. Wow. I mean, we get you to find your path and create it as soon as humanly possible. So thanks for that. I love it, Hiroko. Thank you. What are my weekly session timings? Currently, they are Pacific time. I'm in California. They are 12 noon and 3 p.m. 12 noon on Monday, 3 p.m. on Wednesday. You get all the replays, so they work in replays too. I'm probably going to move those Wednesday sessions to 5 Pacific because most people want me to move them later in the group, but that's what we'll do. I put that link. So I want to just show you what that looks like. Who here would be interested in forever changing the change that you've been looking for, and you haven't been sure how to shift out of your current situation? Who's been waiting for something? Who's been feeling the shift and ready to experience it? I'm going to share and show you what that looks like. In my program on the inside, I have these little lessons. It's 332 lessons so far, but you certainly don't have to do them all. What's important is that you just go through the welcome, and then you go through the core trainings. And these are super shifting. These are just very quick lessons, but these will start shifting your life. Shifts are guaranteed. In 1 month, you can completely shift your life. In 2 months, I became completely stress-free in my life. And I also doubled my income. And then I tripled it in 14 months. So it's amazing, amazing things can happen. I quit my day job. I created a business. There's so much that can happen. And then we have a guidance system we call Lens. if you have goals, it's like a GPS system to your goals. Because when you go and you want something, your mind goes to the how and you try and figure it out, but it's actually a very limited perspective. So we get you out of your limited perspectives. And there's so much here. Who wants to let go of their money beliefs? Who wants to let go of the family contracts? Who wants to let go of their negative beliefs? Who wants to heal their inner child? Who wants to integrate their shadow dark side? And we have tons and tons and tons. We have meditations. You could just go at your own pace. I also have a live group with daily messages from your superconscious. And I put the live sessions, like this was yesterday's session I did live in my group, and people could just go in. And every day you get beautiful messages from your superconscious to realign you, because everything we hear out in the world are actually misleading. And who wants that link again? Who is going to take me up on that special offer to finally let go of all your stuck unconscious blocks? Thank you, Hiroko. I'll see you on the inside. Tina, you got it? Did you get the link? And it was so lovely to see you, Kelly. And I see some of you are grabbing it. And yeah, it's best that you just grab it, because the times are being taken. And, they're filling up, and just, if you can grab it and just do it, great. And then you'll receive messages to, but it's okay, but you'll just get a spot that works for you. And then you're welcome, and you're welcome. Nice to see you, Vivian. Thank you, Nancy. Great to see you. Now, what we want you to do is, as soon as you get it, you'll get an email that gives you access to going on the inside. And I just want to show you how this has helped so many people get out of their complete stuck in life and just have a life that they love. It's the most shifting experience, and I would love for you to experience the transformation. Again, share my screen real quick. Who's interested in completely shifting their life? Who's feeling like they've been holding on to this stuff for decades and you're just ready to let it go? So here's what included in your one-on-one session and replays every week. There's everything available. It's actually for the month. You get fear of failure, money blocks, love and relationship, life's purpose and fulfillment. We have a morning ritual. We have health and healing. We have unlimited training to release your subconscious blocks. And again, it's about a $500 value for $99 today. Here are just some of what people are saying regarding anxiety, regarding massive progress, regarding exponential growth, feeling lighter and amazing, invincible, unstoppable. It just goes on and on and on about what you can receive from these sessions and how absolutely shifting they are. And are you going to be one of these people who is ready for those shifts? And is there anything that I did not cover that you wish to ask? When did you say the live sessions are? They are Mondays in Pacific time, and I send you reminders. If you can't join, they're in replay too. But Pacific time at 12 noon on Mondays, and Wednesdays at currently 3, probably next month I'll move them to 5 in Pacific. What time zone are you in, Christina? Thank you. I appreciate you too, Judy. Great to see you. I love seeing you guys here. I recognize a bunch of your names. And yeah, you're in Eastern, so usually it's in the later in the day for you. So yeah, I hope that works for you. And if not, you do have access to all the replays. And what's the name of the chakra coils? and the program. I'll put that in. And these are Chi coils by Chi Life. I saw that they just teamed up with the NFL. I don't know if you noticed, if you've done these before and you just feel super, if you felt like you felt it go deeper. I'm going to put it in. I think this is a link where you can get 10% off. It's my link. It should work. Thank you, Laura. So good to see you guys. I haven't seen some of these names in a long time, but I recognize some, and some of you are new to me. So thank you so much. Anything I haven't covered that you'd like to know, again, you get that one-on-one for $99. That is priceless. And you get a whole month in my group. You could just log in and go into any replay for any area of your life. Thanks, Abby. Love you. I know, Abby, you're still typing only to hosts and panelists, which is just to me, but I know you had a massive shift. And that website link is blocked due to riskware. I think you might want to just say, take me anyway. But if Phyllis, if you want me to email it, I'll also include it in the email. Do you want to message me directly? But is anyone else usually when there's like any kind of energy healing work, people get blocked to that. It's so funny. Siri, so good to have you. You get the same message. How about this? Just have my computer fixed. Send me, and it works for you, Jennifer. Sometimes you just say, take me anyway, if it lets you, and it goes there. I think that company might. Thanks, Phyllis. I have your email, don't I? I'm going to copy it just in case. And anyone else grab that link before you guys want to get timing? Is anybody having a hard time finding a time that works for them? Want to make sure that, and if you are on TikTok and you want the link to get the special, which is a $99 session one-on-one with me to release any blocks rooted in your unconscious, to align you with your superconscious and get clear on your goals. And then you can get a free month in my entire group. Siri, are you in both places? I think you're in my TikTok and where are you? Is it the same Siri? I think it is. But yeah, if you just message me or comment, I appreciate it. Thank you. TikTok is saying, great job. You've gone live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break. Yes, we've gone a little over time. So I really appreciate, for those of you who are still with me, I do guarantee shifts. Is this what you've been called for? Do you want to have a one-on-one and go over what's been keeping you stuck? Because your unconscious just wants to keep you the same. So it's sending stories of why you can't have what you want. And so what are you going to do different? What's going to be different? Does it work? How is it looking? Thank you. That was refreshingly different. Love you, Siri. Yeah, I know that you are on TikTok too, and I think you're doing awesome. Love you. Thanks, guys. So again, I'm going to put that link in one more time. For those of you who are on the fence, maybe you have a question, maybe you're not sure, maybe this is all new to you, maybe you don't even know what you want, but I help you with all that. A lot of times people don't reach their goals or quit. You signed up, Tina? I'm so excited to work together. And yeah, me too. Thanks. Yeah, I see more of you are signing up. Grab the sessions while you can, because sometimes they're limited in time and I only have so much space. There's only so much time in a day, but I want to clear extra time for you. So if you guys message me, I'll make sure to get you on TikTok. Follow me, message me, comment. I'll find you one way or another. And great. I'm glad you signed up. Now, this is different, but it's the fastest way to transformation. And if you haven't experienced a one-on-one recode, we go deep. It's tailored to you. We go to your past lives. We go to your trauma, whatever you experienced in your childhood. You don't have to know what it is because it's unconscious, right? And whatever your unconscious, it's a structure. We focus on resolving ourselves. Remember when we tried to resist what we're worried about? And that focus creates your reality. We teach you how to align with the identity you are becoming, and we let go of the resistances. So let's say, I'll give you an example. Where's my marker? Marker, because I want to show it. I don't know, I might have to get another one, but I'll explain this in a nutshell, what we do in the group. Because some of you who have never experienced this and Tina, you'll get an email, but we go from, let's say you have, you're at point A, this is your current reality, and you want to go to point B, whether it's money, whether it's health, whatever it is, you just need to take action. But what's happening is whatever got coded in, we have 6 sabotaging identities. I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, I'm not capable enough, I'm not perfect enough, I don't belong enough, and I'm not significant enough, because those got coded in from 0 to 4. And we just needed to belong to our family, and that's why they were coded in. So how many times have you gone to self-help programs and tried to overcome yourself, and you find yourself right back where you started? That's because focus creates your reality. And what you're doing is you're actually showing up to try and fix or resolve your unconscious wounds that got developed a long time ago. You're welcome, Christina. See you in a couple of weeks. I look forward to it. And yeah, grab those sessions. I see they're getting full. I can't wait to meet up with you and go deep into this with you. But we try and fix yourself, and that focus creates your reality, and you end up more ways to fix yourself. And that's why, hey, the personal development world is broken. This is different. This is, we have you focus on being the you and your end result, instead of over here trying to resolve a problem. If you look at the whole world, they're focusing on problems to solve. And how has the world changed? It's the same problems and cycles all the time, because the people at the top, they don't want you to know this. They don't want you to know that you're a pure creative spirit in a human body, here to just create what you love. If you just focus on what you love and you just take action, you can have it. That's what my mentor actually was mentored by a billionaire. He coaches billionaires, and one of the billionaires taught him that you have to first be the identity before you can see what you want to manifest. And you have an identity over here, and you think that once you have the money or whatever, your identity will change. And so you think it'll be so much better once you fix or resolve something about yourself. So the focus becomes, oh, I need to fix or resolve about myself. So you go and you take action, and you want this. You're like, oh, I want a healthier body. You join a gym, but your identity hasn't changed. You think it's going to be so much better. So you're giving the power to your identity is not enough. You think it's going to be better over there. What you're really saying to your higher, to the universe, is that I am not enough. And so you keep being shown that you're not enough. And all the personal development is basically focused on that. Even when you say, mantras or do certain meditations, that's why my meditations treat your unconscious so you can receive what's coming. That's why lottery winners, they lose everything within 5 years. They haven't changed their identity. If I asked you, how wouldn't you want just to win the lottery tomorrow? Everyone would say yes. But if I handed you that money, are you that person that's ready to receive it? Do you feel like that person, or do you feel like an imposter? Thanks, Ian. Hey, I'm sure I'll see you at one of our sessions soon. Good to see you. All right, so thanks everyone for hanging on a little longer. I assume you're hanging on because you're still here, because you know that it might be your time to change. Have you grabbed that link? Are you going to change your life today? Because this is the biggest change you'll ever have, is go deep and allow yourself to receive. It's just, is your identities thinking that you don't deserve it? or is your unconscious that's trying to stay the same to keep you safe and alive because that's its job, trying to keep you from having what you want? The answer is yes to all of those, because it's just it's not your fault. It's just a program that's from the mindset of a child that got coded in at 0 to 4 years old. So most people are running around with a program from a 4-year-old. As a 4-year-old, how many of us have parents, I proved it right there when I said, hey, how many of us still seek the approval of our parents or to be acknowledged by our parents? We're complete adults, yet we can't do anything without hearing someone's voice because we're still running a program. We're adults ourselves. We might have children or adult children, yet we're still trying to please our parents, whether they're dead or alive, or trying to seek their approval. Right? So that is the reprogramming that we're ready to receive. So who's taking me up on that? I see a few people here are already clients. I love you guys. But who wants that session? Does everybody grab it? Because I really appreciate you being here. And thank you, Janet. I'm so excited. And I saw that you also shared my event, and I really thank you for sharing that out. Thank you very, very much. I so appreciate anyone that shares this work, because when we align, when we let go of who we've been in the old identity, the childish identity, we help others just by example. We don't have to change others, but by being the better version of us, we uplift. We are the change. We are the change. So thank you guys. Thanks for everyone who was on TikTok with me, who, whether you know what we did here or not, we released unconscious blocks so you can have what you want. It is the secret to manifesting, because we are manifesting both with our conscious and unconscious. We don't know that the unconscious is running a program that resists change. That's what it's doing. It's resisting a program that resists, it's creating a program that resists change. So we want to go for what we love. You want him, but I'm not ready because I have a full schedule with other programming. Would it be okay to schedule out a month or 2 even? If it's allowing you, Jennifer, go ahead and schedule it. But I want to do the month when you're ready. So let's just schedule it, and we'll connect on when you should start your free month, because I don't want you to have a free month and not use it. I want you to get a full, when you get your free month, everyone, you got to go in and start showing up for yourself, because this is not for someone who is dabbling. If you are dabbling and showing up here and there, you're just treating this as another program to fix you. This isn't to fix you. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just running an outdated program. So you let go of the outdated program. But once you let go of the outdated program, you have to understand who you're becoming. You create a new identity, and you have to learn who that identity is. Get familiar of how that identity shows up different in the world. And Abby, you're the first to attest. It's unfamiliar to suddenly have a new identity that's not interested in your old wounds anymore and resolving yourself anymore. So now you're like, well, now what do I do? Now you can make up who you want to become. And I help guide you. We focus on who you're becoming, and then we let this focus pull you while releasing the old wounds. So you know where you're going. It doesn't feel like the rug is pulled out from under you, because we can release all day, but then where are you going to go? What goals do you want to have? And a lot of times we start with limiting goals, because we're coming from limiting beliefs. I'll do a little exercise with you. For those of you who are remaining who want to know more, I want you to just think of something you just love to have. If you had a magic wand and you could just do over tomorrow, you have no past. It's exactly where you're at. Yeah, I love that. And I can't wait to work together. Yeah, you're welcome, Jennifer. So I just want you to imagine that you want something you want to have. If you could just have anything in the world, what would it be? Just no limitations. What would it be? Just type in the chat. Anyone that's kind of new to this work, that wants to participate, that wants to know more, what would you have? Teresa, it's so good to see you. I'm sending you tons of love. Tina, you too. So good to reconnect with some of you. I love you guys so much. Yeah, so something you'd love to have, just because you'd love to have it. Deborah, my biggest supporter, I see you too. So cute. Yeah, anyone, just type in the chat, or if you just want to go and just imagine that you have it, just imagine that you can have anything you want. You win the lottery, you get what? What do you do? What do you do? And I want you to notice how your body might feel kind of funny to have it. But doesn't it feel a little kind of weird to just be able to receive it? Who agrees? All right. With that said, I want you to just take a breath, and I want you to just choose that you have no past. You have no past. You walk through the door closed behind you, you look at it, there's no doorknob to get back in. A cottage in the lake with room for friends. I'm going. So imagine that you have no past, and you're just, there's nothing to go back to and refer to. You have no past. You just let go of the past. You're just an alien that landed on this planet, and you just say, I want something. I have no past. And now I have no past. How does it feel if you have no past and just choose what you want? How does that feel? You let go of the past. Janet says free. Yeah. Do you see how the past has a hold on our future? So I'll just give you a little example, and then we'll go in just a few minutes because we overstayed our welcome. I really appreciate you, but thanks for that comment. You feel free, because remember this iceberg, tip of the iceberg, remember the ocean, remember the big iceberg. The unconscious can't think for itself. And so what it's doing is this. You want something with your conscious mind, okay? A house in the lake with room for friends, a cottage. Beautiful, whatever it is. A hard time not having a past. We all have a past, and we all have a hard time not having a past. This is what we do. We let go of the limiting beliefs, the belief system, as we say, BS. We let go of the BS, the belief system that you got coded in. Because aren't there people that have what you want that come from hardship that you had? They exist, right? So it doesn't mean it's not possible, but you have a belief that it's not possible for you. And so because what happens is your conscious mind wants something, it dips into the unconscious to see, have we experienced this before? If the unconscious says, no, it's unsafe to have it, you just are stuck dipping into your past to know how to create your future. But that's not true. If you let go of the past, isn't there a vast ocean of possibilities of how you can have it? If you just let go of the past that you got coded in when you were a child, when you weren't capable, when you weren't allowed, because you were a child, and it served you as a child, does it still serve you now? You don't lose the obvious, safety. It turns into wisdom. And yeah, you guys got it. So how about we let that go so you can connect? Your superconscious, it doesn't believe in good, bad, right, or wrong. It just is here to give you the experiences. So I've overstayed, and I love you guys, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I'm going to put that link one more time so you don't miss out on a lifetime opportunity. Find a time that works for you. If you can't, please message me. I will work with you. I want to change your life. It's my purpose, and I want to help you find your true nature and purpose as well. All right. Thank you. Thanks to all of you new people and all of you people that have been with me before that are just here to receive. I love you all, and I'll see you on the inside. See you soon. Bye.